Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm going to do a kind of fun video, I guess. It's not a review of anything. I made a promise to myself when 2020 rolled around, now a couple of months ago, that I was going to do my very, very best to reduce my bottle collection and try and only have things that I really enjoy and want to wear, and not have stuff that's sitting there collecting dust for months on end. I had over 100 bottles. I count bottles as anything from 30 ml up, and quite a few smaller decants and lots of samples, but I'm not even gonna count those. I'm talking about bottles because it actually became a bit of a physical, practical problem for me in terms of storage. I don't have huge cabinets and shelves I can store mine in. I only have one drawer that I can fit what I have already. So basically my goal is to reduce. I didn't set myself a target, although, like in an ideal world, I probably would have halved it. So my progress so far is that I have actually managed to get under 100 bottles for the first time in a couple of years. So I'm down to 98 bottles or so. I would obviously like to reduce that by more, but I have actually managed to buy 4 new bottles this year so far, and we're mid-February, and still reduce. So I have gotten rid of a lot of, well, for me, a lot of bottles in the last month and a half. And I'm very happy with the ones I've bought in, and I'm certainly not going to miss, I don't feel like I'm going to miss any of the ones that I have gotten rid of. So I'll just quickly go through what I have purchased so far in 2020. The first one is from the house of Ormond Jane. I don't know if that's going to focus now. Ormond Jane, this is Tolu. I won't do reviews of these right now, but as you can tell from the name, Tolu Bomb or Tolu Balsam plays a big part in this. It's also floral. It's very warm, and there is a slight amberiness to it, but wears a bit lighter than the traditional Oriental amber. And this was recommended to me a long time ago by Breezy Fragrance, so I hope she's watching at some point. Thanks, Breezy, for the recommendation. The next one was actually, this is the only blind buy from this lot of 4, and I didn't think it was too much of a risk because it's a small 30 ml bottle. I found it very cheap. This was a subscriber suggestion. Thank you very much for the suggestion, Bob Erlington. This is Guerlain Homme Eau de Parfum. I think it used to be in a different bottle and just called Guerlain Homme Intense. It's now in these, uniform Guerlain masculine bottles, and it's called Guerlain Homme Intense. This is the first mint accord or note that I have found that works on me. I've tried lots of other mint fragrances. When I say lots, I've tried a few of the better known mint fragrances. For instance, Healy's Montfresh, and just didn't last. Wasn't crazy about the scent itself. This one here is supposedly the mojito cocktail opening. Now, I don't drink mojitos, I don't really know what they taste like, but I definitely get mint. There is a bit of lime mixed with that. And the rum, well, again, I'm not a rum drinker. If it's anything, it seems like light rum to me, like a Bacardi rum or something like that. But, what I'm getting at is this was a successful blind buy, and it quickly, I was really enjoying wearing this in the hot weather, which we've had recently. I don't know if you can tell, but it's hot today and I'm sweating. Guerlain Homme Eau de Parfum. I don't know what the eau de toilette's like, but if you're looking for a summer staple, look no further, it's cheap and it's Guerlain. Yesterday, or the day before, I received this in the mail, Patchouli Nobile from Nobile 1942. I tried this when I was in Italy last year because I was actually looking out for a patchouli dominant fragrance. I tried the patchouli from Santa Maria Novella, I tried patchouli from Lorenzo Villoresi. I have tried at various times stuff like Tempo from Diptyque, recently tested Coromandel from Chanel Exclusives. All of those had nice aspects to them. Nothing really grabbed me until I walked into a store in Venice, sprayed some of this stuff on, and I just couldn't pull my nose away from my wrist. Patchouli, labdanum comes into the dry down, and it's really, really lovely. What is the other note that I'm getting here? It opens patchouli. It's a lovely earthy, not too bitter patchouli. It's so well blended in with the labdanum for the rest of the dry down. There is something else I'm forgetting in this fragrance. It doesn't matter. You can look up the notes online. That's Patchouli Nobile from Nobile 1942. My final acquisition so far for 2020 is from L'Artisan perfumer, and I was determined to find one in the older labeling, older packaging. It is, you can't see that, it's terrible. No, oh, it's Zing. Now, I tested this a long time ago, only once, and I remember liking it then. Then recently I got a sample of it, and it's become one of my favorite leather fragrances already. The opening is a little bit dirty, but it quickly settles down into this quite sweet leather, but never verging into saccharine gourmandy territory. It stays a leather through the wear, but I don't really have anything quite like it in my wardrobe. Musks, there's definitely lots of musks in here, and they're a little bit tarnished, which I really like. That's Zing from L'Artisan. Now, they're the only 4 I've purchased so far this year. I've gotten rid of several bottles, and fingers crossed, I can hold off buying anything new until I get myself to Europe in June, where I'll be visiting Berlin and Paris and hopefully buying new perfume there. But to be honest, I'm kind of right now, there's not really anything on my wish list apart from stuff I've got my eye on in Europe, and we'll see what happens. But thank you for watching. I'll let you know if there's any more updates on stuff I'm getting rid of, or if I bring anything new. I won't review these for a while because I do like to test them over time, several times. So you won't be seeing video reviews for any of these anytime soon, but I've got lots on the waiting list anyway. Let me know what you've bought so far this year, what you've gotten rid of. I'd be interested to know in the comments, and I'll see you later. Bye.